Hi, everyone. My name is Asia, and I am here supporting Black Lives Matter Louisville. And, we have a lot to talk about in a short amount of time. So one thing I will just encourage is for everyone to tune in to Black Lives Matter Louisville every day at 2 p.m. for daily updates. I will toss it over to Jess to introduce themselves. You're muted, Jess.
Thanks, Paul. Jessica Louise, they, she with Black Lives Matter Indianapolis, here in support with Black Lives Matter Louisville, as they continue to labor for justice for Breonna Taylor. Going to pass it on over to our next panelist.
Hey y'all, you can call me Twerk. I'm working with Black Lives Matter. We'll be on the streets and anywhere needed in order to give y'all some live coverage. And yeah, I'm here to discuss what we're about to discuss with you all in terms of body cams and what that means now that we found even more footage. So.
Jessica, do you want to provide an update about the protesters and how people can get support right now, and even some more follow-up from the update from BLM Louisville last night?
Absolutely. So last night we saw 230 protesters that were arrested. We also saw a white van that was picking people up on Bardstown Road. This is a reminder to people that jail support is available. If you're in need of jail support because either you or someone that you know has been arrested or detained by police, you can contact 502-509-2357. We want to make sure that we're keeping people safe. That is our testament to community. We keep us safe. One of the things that you can do to keep yourself and others safe is to stay in groups. There is power in numbers. We know that we have collective power when we stay together. If you are visited by police or someone who is a part of this carceral state that we live in, because we also know that we live in a surveillance state, if someone comes to visit your home or speaks to someone that knows you in regards to your participation in these protests, you have rights. You can ask to speak to a lawyer. Let them know that you will not answer any questions, that you do not consent to any searches, and that you will not sign anything. It is critical that you remember these things when you are dealing with law enforcement so that you can protect yourself.
Thank you, Jessica. Amir, do you want to introduce some of this new video that BLM Louisville wants to talk about?
Yeah, no problem. So footage was found, or more footage was put out there. I know the very first video that I think we had seen was when they were taking an officer to one of the cars, one of their patrol cars, after he was hit or after he was shot. But there's footage where they're checking out the apartment after the fact, after Breonna was shot, and as they're trying to figure out and maneuver things. So that was some of the footage there that we have found or just discovered. And I'm pretty sure there is more out there, more body cam footage, which is showing, of course, the lies and everything that is being told, because we were told originally there was no footage.
What's this address?
Is anybody here dead?
Yeah.
Wow, we're waiting. Census calling it.
What's the address here?
Hey, 3003 Springfield apartment. Black female in there was shot, and there's a black male in the long gun. Let's try to do when I hit the door. These are my rounds through this window. No, we down 3 times pre-search warrant. Don't try that.
Well, that's a lot. And I want us to just talk about that for a little bit. I mean, there's not enough time to really give justice to what it means to talk about what we just saw, but let's try to offer a few minutes of words. So a couple of things that I want to just start us off with, and then, you know, obviously Twerk and Jessica, y'all respond as you need to. But I just find it really fascinating that from the beginning, we have been told by Mayor Greg Fisher and by LMPD, and even more recently, Attorney General Daniel Cameron, that there was no body cam footage from this night, and that the only body cam footage that exists are from area patrol officers who arrived after the fact. And it's really clear here that what we have known from the beginning is true, that we have been lied to from the beginning, and that the work of the people who are currently in charge has been to actively lie to us and to cover up their mistakes and to skirt responsibility. So I'm interested in what you all have to say.
I mean, I have no words. I mean, as you stated, we all knew from the start that this was a cover-up job. We all knew from the start what decision, in my opinion, I feel we all knew what the decision and the verdict was going to be, and the tone that was set throughout the whole summer and since the lawsuit has been put out there and the investigation started. We knew. So everything now is starting to come to surface. And as you said, confirm that these people were actively working to cover up what has been done. And it's sick. And it definitely shows it shows us how they value a Black life, basically, a Black woman on top of that. So I don't have much to say in response to that, other than we got to work hard to get these people out of office, and we got to work hard to push. That's crazy. I'm a little stumped. I'm sorry. I actually didn't even see 2 of those videos, so I'm just sorry.
No, I think Twerk said it perfectly, that it's alarming to see the continued lies. People are attempting to shield and to shelter and protect these murderous agents of the state, these domestic terrorists. And it's unclear as to why, except that they are attempting to hold the line for white supremacy. There's no reason that Greg Fisher, the mayor of Louisville, should have lied about the access to body cam footage. There's no reason that Daniel Cameron should have been as insistent as he has been that body cam footage did not exist. They have shown that their moral fiber, the fabric of their moral fiber, has been worn out, and for that they need to resign. They do not have Louisville's best interests in mind. They do not have Louisville's Black best interests in mind, and it is going to take the power of the people in order to move equity forward. Equity under white supremacy is not equity at all, and the time has passed for us to settle for these passive handouts that they attempt to give us. It's not enough for you to hang up Black Lives Matter signs in your storefront. It's not enough for you to send out an internal email to your nearly all white employees saying that Black Lives Matter. We need to see tangible resources poured into the neighborhoods. We need for the police to be defunded, demilitarized, dismantled, and abolished. And as students of abolition, it is heartbreaking to see that we are continued to be gaslit with these untruths that are backed by the state and ultimately the federal government. My heart breaks daily knowing that Breonna was essential and that her family, her friends, and the community that she was a part of will never see the actualization of her full potential come into reality. It is sinful, it is criminal, and Mayor Greg Fisher can resign. And Attorney Daniel Cameron can follow him as well.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Jessica. Thank you so much, Twerk. I'll just close out with a couple of things. So first of all, Breonna Taylor should be alive today. And because she is not, there are some really clear demands that we just want to reiterate. The first is to immediately fire and revoke the pensions of the officers who murdered Breonna. This is non-negotiable. The second is to divest from LMPD and invest in community building. Over the last few days, we have watched as the city has raised alarms and have painted protesters who are demanding justice as violent, when the original sin of violence here is from the police department, and we see no accountability from them. We don't want to be policed. We want policing to end. There is no policing that the descendants of enslavers can do for and to Black people that will not be violent and will not be racist. So defund LMPD. We want to see the immediate resignation of Mayor Greg Fisher. It is clear that he is continuing in his patterns of making the wrong choice. It's time for him to go. We want Metro Council to end all use of force by LMPD. Police shootings are gun violence, and it should be treated like the public health crisis that it is. We want a civilian community police accountability council that is independent from the mayor's office and LMPD with investigation and disciplinary power. And finally, we want transparent investigation processes. And right now, they can begin by releasing all body cam footage from that night and the full transcript of the grand jury proceedings. We love you all. What we just want to really reiterate here is that white supremacy does not decide what's possible. We do. So tune in to BLM Louisville every day at 2 p.m. for more updates. Stay out in the streets, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, because we believe that we will win. Thank you all so much.